Shalom, shalom wa ahaba, mishpachah, shalom wa ahaba, peace and love, family, peace and love. I want to say shalom to the whole house of Yasharel, all 12 tribes scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. I also want to say shalom to the sojourners, the Gentiles, and the foreigners, and all those who give thanks, honor, and praises to the Elohim, or God of the Bible, and his only begotten Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, to whom many of you refer to as Christ. Hallelujah. Mishpachah, it's an election year, so we coming with all these little public service announcements and little snippets because it really plucks at my nerves and boils my blood with the way that they use people like so-called Reverend Al Sharpton, as weapons against our community. How they weaponize the influence that people like Al Sharpton have on our people, especially our elderly, but our community as a whole, in order to trick them and to continually to support people, politicians, and politics and policies that keep our people in poverty. And one example is what is going down with this recent resignation of Harvard's former president, Claudine Gay. You see what I'm saying? And how Al Sharpton is using that as another issue to race bait and trigger our people into the whole racial conflict within America to get our people to turn off people that may be talking different policies and different politicians that may come from a different party other than the Democrats, which is whom he works for, that's who his handlers are, and how he likes to serve up the black vote to these people, and these people are doing absolutely nothing for the black community. And then they come with these issues like this to come as race hustlers. You see what I'm saying? So before I get started, I want to read something from CNN, because a lot of people like to say that guys like myself who like telling black people the truth about politics and how we should stay politically astute. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't no voter, you should stay politically astute, because you do live up under the policies that the people of the people that are put in power. You see what I'm saying? So you should stay educated on what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to use CNN, and it says, this article right here, we're going to read from CNN Business. It says, Reverend Al Sharpton's civil rights organization to picket in protest of Gay's resignation, Claudine Gay's resignation. Activist and TV personality Reverend Al Sharpton expressed outrage at Claudine Gay's resignation in a statement Tuesday. President Gay's resignation is about more than a person or a single incident. No, it is not. The woman is ousted because she was not prepared for the situation that she was in. She went up there in front of Congress, answered the questions in a politically unastute way, even if that's a word, in a politically uneducated way, if you ask me, a poorly advised way. And then people got in her business and they found out she plagiarized a lot of her work and her doctorate. A person or a single incident. This is an attack on every black woman in this country who's put a crack in the glass ceiling. No, it is not. But you're going to try to make it be that way. You're going to try to make it be an attack against all black women, because you want all black women caught up in your race hustle so they can get up and get all angry and get all caught up in their feelings and go out here in November and vote Democrat. Sharpton is the host of Politics Nation, a weekly talk show broadcast on MSNBC. Sharpton placed the blame for Gay's resignation on Wall Street's financier and Harvard alum Bill Ackman's relentless campaign against President Gay, not because of her leadership or credentials, but because he felt she was a DEI hire. That very well may be the case. Somebody that got a cheat on, done got caught cheating 50 some times, done got caught plagiarizing people work 50 some odd times, allegedly. You see what I'm saying? Evidently, she was not qualified. Ackman has been a vocal critic of Gay's tenure as Harvard president in the months following her controversial congressional testimony when she failed to fully condemn hate speech calling for genocide against Jews. Gay later apologized for her comments. You should have been smart enough not to say it in the first place. You the president of an Ivy League institution. You supposed to went up in there fully prepared to present yourself to Congress. Not get up there and say stuff that you're going to later be apologizing for. Sharpton said his civil rights organization, the National Action Network, will picket outside of Ackman's office in New York on Thursday. If he doesn't think black Americans belong in the C-suite, the Ivy League, or any other hallowed halls, we'll make ourselves at home outside his office, Sharpton wrote. Now, what's funny to me, that this man talking about him, I guarantee if you went through that man's office, he probably got a couple black folks that work for him. You see what I'm saying? See, that's the thing that when you're dealing with race hustlers, and you must go and investigate the issue. Don't just go out there and be listening to Al Sharpton because he's telling you to be mad because this lady was forced to resign, like they forced her to resign off her race. No, they forced her to resign because she was not meeting their standards or whatever. She went up there in front of Congress, didn't word herself correctly. Then they dug into her business when she pissed everybody off, and they found out the woman was plagiarizing a lot of her work when she was in the process of getting her doctorate. You understand what I'm saying? Now I want to read something to you and share something with you. And it was ironic that this was something that I came across as I was reading today, taking my breaks at work. You understand? And it's something out of the oral tradition, the Mishneh Torah by Rambam or Maimonides. And we're going to read something out of the Sefer Shoftim, or the Book of Judges. And we're going to get it out of the first chapter, which is called the Hilchot Sanhedrin, Hahoshin Hameserim Lahim, the laws of the courts and the penalties placed under their jurisdiction. And then if you go back to chapter 20, chapter 20, paragraph 7, it says, a person who is haughty when rendering judgment and hurries to deliver a judgment before he examines the matter in his own mind until it is as clear as the sun to him, is considered a fool, wicked, and conceited. So when you rush to judgment, as Al Sharpton wants you to do, and get caught up in the race hustle, before you investigate the fact that this woman was not qualified, you see what I'm saying? This woman is a known plagiarizer. She got caught plagiarizing a bunch of people's work. You see what I'm saying? And she was not fit to be the president of the school. And they got rid of her. See what I'm saying? So before you go and get yourself all caught up in an emotional stir, as they try to do to y'all every 4 years, I want my people to understand that they come and they get y'all stirred up every 4 years. They're going to use a black man getting shot by the police. They're going to use situations like this Claudine gay situation. They're going to use all kinds of stuff to just make it a whole race thing so that you can vote off your emotions and not off of your pockets. You see what I'm saying? And not off of the policies. You understand that, Ms. Picard? So make sure you investigate the matter so that you don't come out looking foolish, wicked, and conceited, as the oral tradition tells us of those who pass judgment before they investigate the matter. You understand? We ain't got no business out there defending Claudine Gay. You understand that? And Ms. Picard, this is nothing against my Gentile brothers and sisters, because they always try to make us sound racist when we just point out a fact or a point, when in all actuality we just love ourselves and we believe that we should be into reproducing ourselves and reproducing our community. And I know for a fact there's many Gentiles out there that feel the same way but won't say it out loud because they know somebody gonna call them racist. You know what I'm saying? Just because I love being black don't mean that I hate nobody else. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I want people to I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna get out of here. You ever notice that everybody that they put in front of us, especially a lot of people on the Democratic side, but on both sides, that most of our own people, Negroes, so-called black people, the Israelites of the Bible, that when they put them up in front of us in certain positions, they always seem to be married to somebody outside their race. You understand that, Ms. Picard? You know what I mean? Like that's a stipulation or something. Or are they trying to say that the only people that are qualified and smart enough to make it to that level are people who are smart enough to not marry their own people? See what I'm saying? Exactly what point are they trying to make? You know what I mean? That Ketanji Brown Lee lady, the recent black woman that they put into the Supreme Court, married to a Gentile. Kamala Harris, who's an Indian, a Southeast, she's an East Asian, but she presents herself as black. She's married to a Gentile. You see what I'm saying? This woman, Claudine Gay, if I'm not mistaken, she's married to a Gentile. You see what I'm saying? All of their darlings that they put in front of us, you know what I'm saying, are married to Gentiles. You see what I'm saying? And I just, you know what I mean? It's nothing against Gentiles. You see what I'm saying? And it's nothing against people who may already be involved in an interracial relationship before they came into certain knowledge of certain things. But as far as moving forward, I feel like us as a community, we need to start investing in ourselves and realizing that marriage is an act of love, but it's also a business arrangement and agreement. And it's not in our best business interest. See what I'm saying? To be outsourcing. You know what I mean? our people to these other nations, because in the end you outsourcing your wealth and everything else. You know what I mean? But just that's just a point. You know what I mean? That's just something I want you to know. You ever notice that how everybody they put in front of us seems to be living a life outside the box? But with that, Mr. Picard, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And always remember to keep the fire burning. A little more oil in my lungs. Hallelujah, Mr. Picard. Keep your eyes open, stay prepared so you don't have to get prepared. And remember that your redemption is near. And until we meet again, Kumar Yasharel, Kam Yasha'Allah, Raj Yisrael, Shalom, Shalom, Salam, Mr. Picard. Hallelujah.